This morning we are hiking the Connector Trail to the Northgate Peaks Trail. We're expecting today's hike to be just under 10 miles, about 9.7 maybe. You can make this hike shorter by accessing Northgate Peaks from the Wildcat Canyon Trail. But so far the Connector Trail is quite pretty. We are on our way back from the terminus or end of Northgate Peaks Trail, and this thing is super cushy hiking. The very end of it was rocky, but it's about 1.1 miles of pretty smooth, wide, flat, compressed sand trail. So we saw a lot of people here when we were hiking the Wildcat Canyon Trail, and I think most of them were heading out to this destination. We can see why. The Connector Trail was pretty good to get here. It was really pretty, covered in lupin. We've never seen overgrown trail. We were happy to have overgrown, but the lupin were so pretty this morning. A couple of rough patches on the trail though, where we lost it a couple times or it was really faint. So if you're not into that, you might consider hiking Northgate from the Wildcat Canyon Trail. And that's a wrap on the Connector and Northgate Peaks trails. It's about 10.5 miles total, with about 1,000 feet of elevation gain and loss. Really great views of lots of different angles of canyon, awesome wildflowers in early June, and fairly manageable hike to follow. Good morning. It is early, around 6:15 a.m., and we have set out on the Hop Valley Trail. This is our last day hike before we finish all of the miles in Zion. We have heard mixed reviews about this trail. Some people love it. Some people say it's kind of miserable. So we figured we would get an early start, try to spend less time with the bugs, which we anticipate will be a problem a bit later in the morning, and just get it over with and enjoy the morning light. It is really pretty out here, way better than going for a long walk at home, no matter what happens. We have had all kinds of terrain on this hike so far. Firm sand, soft sand, very rocky, and now we are in lowlands where we're kind of paralleling a creek, and it's a little swampy, boggy, squishy. So yeah, just be prepared for lots of stuff. Oh yeah. The Hop Valley Trail is going to log us about 13 miles with about 1,700 feet of elevation gain. And that doesn't really sound like that much given the distance, but it really comes in pretty steep patches, so just be warned. The trail also has a lot of really sandy sections, which make the distance a little bit more difficult than your average 13-mile hike. But we have loved it. The views heading down toward Kolob Canyon were just jaw-dropping the entire time. The hike back up has been pretty strenuous. We were really thankful that we started early so that we did a bunch of it before the heat of the day has really arrived. This is our last hike of Zion Part 1. We have been here for 3 nights and 4 days, and everything has gone according to plan, which is always kind of miraculous. We hiked East Mesa down to Echo Canyon. We hiked the Wildcat Canyon Trail. We hiked the Connector Trail and Northgate Peaks trails. We snuck in the Lava Point and Barney's Trail. And then today we wrap things up with hiking on the Hop Valley Trail. We have 1 trail left in Zion to finish the park.